Welcome back to the Ross Bolin podcast presented by Bolin Media. I am Ross Bolin here with Kinky Kade Orris. Kade, how are you?
Not great. Actually, I'm kind of doing terrible right now.
Color me shocked.
I'm not sure if you've heard the news, but the new college football game came out this week, or for some people, the rest of it comes out tomorrow if you got the standard edition.
If you bought like the deluxe edition, you can already play.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What is it called?
EA College Football 25.
So it's not NCAA college football anymore.
I don't know why they changed it up, but that's just the name they're going with now. So if you got the deluxe, you're able to play on Monday. If you got the standard edition, you can play tomorrow. But I have neither edition because I don't have the right console for it. Because you have to have a PS5 or the Xbox Series X or whatever. And I just have a PC.
So it's not on PC.
No, it's not on PC. So I just get to watch everyone else play the game that I've been waiting for over 10 years to play again. And
yeah, this is a big deal for dudes who grew up on NCAA college football or Madden.
Yeah.
I'm not one of you.
This wasn't like a game you're like excited to play back in the day.
I played it, but it wasn't like a huge deal to me, especially not the college football one because I never really had any college football allegiance.
Yeah, you didn't have a team you're rooting for. And
no, like
Texas State isn't the powerhouse.
Right. Like you're wearing an Ohio State long sleeve shirt and hat today.
Yes, repping my squad. That's the thing. You're like, yeah, I'm a big Ohio State fan.
I didn't really have a team, so I was more of a Madden guy. But even then, like the Texans sucked too, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me.
And like Madden's like it's. Like you can do your dynasties or whatever, but like it's not as like fun to play. Like on college football, you can like take a really shit program and like turn them into a powerhouse, and like but like on Madden, that's not really the case. And so like that's one of the reasons why like people love college football so much.
Right.
And then they have like the Road to Glory stuff where you just like create a player and like live the college life. Experience everything, going to classes, going to practice, playing games.
Yeah, I don't know if you experience everything, but yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm just really bummed. I see a bunch of clips like on my Twitter and TikTok and everything. And yeah, I'm just like, it's just a real bummer, man.
Maybe you should stop going on like 25 dates a month and save that money and buy a PS5 or what is it? PS4?
PS5. Yeah.
PS5.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
that's the move.
So just take July starting now through like halfway through August off.
Mm-hmm.
And invest that money in Bitcoin, and surely Bitcoin will continue to climb between now and then you pull it out and you'll have your PS5.
Oh, about the money
right
for
there.
The PS5. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. No,
Did you never listen to Lil Wayne? Fuck bitches, get money.
Yes, I've listened to Lil Wayne. But that's like
it's a double entendre. He doesn't just mean physically make love to women. He also means like forget them.
Yeah.
Do away with them
and get
money instead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of other rappers that have also said that, but
yeah, he's kind of the guy. He was like, he said it the most.
The most out of all the rappers, times. He said the most. Yeah. But
I have seen a ton of this though. It's like for my age group, middle-aged dads.
Mm-hmm.
There've been a lot of jokes and memes online about like dudes who haven't played video games in literally 15 years. Like trying to find time in their schedule to play EA Sports College Football 25 and get back in the groove.
Yeah, and then they're like thinking that they're just gonna like get right back into and like just smoke fools, and then everyone's like, no, like these 10-year-olds are like insane at video games now. Like it's not gonna be how it once was.
Yeah, but dads we're more story mode guys.
Yeah,
so we're more like dynasty mode guys. Less online, less multiplayer.
Yeah, that's how I am too. Like I don't do online like any game really, like unless it's like first like shooter game or whatever. But like the sports games I just do like dynasty or like I'll do like the Road to Glory or whatever kind of thing because I just like there's people out there that are just way too fucking good at this game.
Dude, multiplayer sports games it's too frustrating.
Yeah.
For one, yes, you run into people who are just like, it's like, come on, do you do anything else ever? But then it's something about losing to a real person that's way more painful than losing to the computer. Like the last online sports game I played was NBA 2K in college, and I used to flip out. like have total meltdowns over losses.
Because you just send like a message after, like, "Oh fuck you."
Yeah, 100%. That's probably the only game that ever caused me to be that guy.
Yeah,
like messaging strangers on Xbox, like, "Fuck you, you suck, you should die." Like that's the only game that ever drove me that 2K. It was probably, honestly, I think it was the last sports game. Well, FIFA. Yeah, it was probably the last sports game I really played. But yeah, big week for everybody that grew up on NCAA football, getting back into it with a different name. College football.
College football, yeah.
Fun stuff. But other than that, it's crazy how slow of a news week it's been since our last recording.
Yeah, no, nothing really significant has gone on.
Almost nothing big in the news at all. Just really weird, truly strange. Fortunately, we've got some good stuff on our rundown to talk about and discuss. The Open Championship is currently taking place in Scotland. That's a major golf tournament for those of you who don't do sports and are thoroughly enjoying today's show so far. This Saturday, speaking of golf, I'm going to play golf for a buddy's 40th birthday. One of my friends that's slightly older than me. And it will be my first time on the links. That's a golf term.
Oh, okay.
Since 2020. So 4 years since I've played golf, since I've stepped foot on a golf course.
Haven't like gone to a driving range
Nope,
or anything?
haven't swung a club. I
haven't done Top Golf.
Like a month ago, my golf clubs, my bag and my set are sitting in my garage in my home gym.
Yeah.
And the other day I just like, I looked at it and I like pulled the 7-iron out and I just stood there with it for a minute, gripped it, got into my stance, and I thought about taking a swing, but then I didn't, and I just put it back.
You just gripped it, you didn't grip it and rip it?
No, I didn't grip it and rip it, just the first half. But yeah, 4 years, man, since I've played. It's the longest stretch I've gone without playing golf since I learned how to play golf when I was 14 years old. So this is a big deal for everyone.
Yeah. And so before this time, how often were you going?
I mean, at different points in my life, I was going at different frequencies, but like in college, I played a lot.
Yeah.
We had like our college, student course or whatever, where you could play for
you had like your own course at college.
Yeah, it was dog shit.
Yeah.
But it was, the Texas State golf course, which I think might be gone now. I don't know, but it was only 9 holes, and it was fucked up. Like it was a really fucked up, probably the most fucked up course I've ever played.
They weren't taking care of it. They weren't.
No, they were not
raking out the sand bunkers.
They weren't aerating it enough. No. It was fucked. It was truly fucked. Like I remember, like half the time, one of the holes, like the green, would be shut down, and they'd have just like stuck the flag in the fairway. Like that's it. That's the thing.
That's where you're going.
I'm not even talking like make a hole for the ball to go into. Just like it stuck the flag in the fairway.
Oh, you just gotta
just put it at the flag. If you hit the flag, that's it. You're good. But I played a lot in college. I played, semi-frequently in high school. Like, post-grad, like right after I graduated from college, I would say I was getting out there like once a month during the non-summer, like heat of, like I wasn't playing in fucking July and August. Let me put it that way. It's too goddamn hot. But yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of golf over the course of my life, over the 20 years plus since I learned how to play. This will also be my first time around trees and bushes and plants.
Nature.
Since the great poison ivy attack of June 2024. So I'm a little scared. I finished my steroid medication earlier this week, by the way. 18 days of roid rage. So maybe I'll crush 300-yard drives.
Yeah, it just depends. You don't know where it's going to go, but it will go 300 yards.
That's the thing.
You just don't know if it's going to go left or right.
But yeah, as of right now, the high for Saturday is 98 degrees, which is the day I'm playing. So it's going to be quite toasty out there. If I get poison ivy anywhere on my body, I'm going to sweat it everywhere else on my body, like, because that's how you spread it, the oil. Sweat bad. Like, that's how, this most recent bout that I had with poison ivy, I sat in some poison ivy-infested chair, and I got it on the back of my legs, and then I sweat, and it ran down the back of my legs and just wreaked havoc on my body. But I will not be chasing any balls into the woods. And I will be hitting them into the woods, to be clear. I'm going to have to bring like 50 cheap-ass balls and just abandon anything that exits the fairway and take a drop rather than risking another rash. Because in 2011, that's the other time since I've lived in Austin that I got poison ivy was on a golf course. And I got it on my arm from like reaching into the brush.
Do you know what poison ivy looks like?
Yeah, dude. It's like the 3 leaves, but you're not like thinking about that all the time, It doesn't like stand out if there's a bunch of plants.
No, it kind of blends in with all the other
it's just
green
a fucking,
plants, yeah.
It's just a little bitchy little green little fucking 3-leaved plant. But like I've never had a moment in my life where I was like, oh, there's poison ivy, got to avoid that.
Yeah.
So like maybe I should.
Yeah, you're more aware now.
But it's not happening frequently enough for it to be something that stays on my mind. It's like once every 10 to 15 years that I get poison ivy. Anyway, point is I'm not going into the fucking rough. I'm not going into the woods. Any balls I hit out of the fairway are just going to have to, somebody else can enjoy those.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting.
I just know you're going to come back with poison ivy. Like,
no, dude, don't say that. Knocking on wood now. Because golf is not really a sport that you can just like not play and maintain your skill level. It's not like, how they say, it's just like riding a bike.
Yeah, once you learn, then like you'll never forget.
You can always pick it back up and like get the hang of it pretty quickly. Yeah. Golf is not really like that. Like it doesn't work that way, which might be a good thing because I was dog shit the last time I swung the sticks. Like when I learned how to play golf as a kid, my grandpa taught me. And I was pretty good, like for a kid. Like I was, there was, I remember times going out with my grandpa and we would play and I would beat him and he would be fucking furious. Like he was an angry golfer.
Oh yeah.
Like the nicest dude in the world off the golf course. But if you got him on the golf course and he had a bad day, like I would hear him cussing and shit. Like he was freaking out. He hated. He would like slam his club into the ground. That's where he let his anger out, was on the golf course. I was pretty good as a kid. But by the time I got to college, like I was getting worse every time I played.
Yeah, and you were probably also like getting drunk or like smoking weed on the golf course too. So like,
yeah, I wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah,
I was getting fucked up. That's why I was out there.
Yeah,
just to get fucked up. Just getting worse and worse, and like my swing was getting more and more bunk every single time I played. And like by my mid-20s, I was just a broken man with a broken swing, desperately clinging to sanity every time I went out and played golf. Like it got really, really bad. Like really bad. Like really fucking like next to unenjoyable. I became the guy that I would make it to like hole 14 and be like, yeah, that's fucking enough.
You're done. You just called it.
I wouldn't leave. I'd just stay in the cart and like drink.
Yeah.
And watch them
actually be good at golf.
Actually be decent. Yeah. Because it was too much. It's just too much of a fucking mental beating. That's the thing. It's like there are other sports you can go play, and if you suck, you'll still have fun. Golf is not really one of those either. Like if you suck ass at golf, it's mostly a frustrating nightmare. You're not just like we're enjoying ourselves. You know what I mean?
The weather's nice, all that. Yeah.
Not if you're a competitive person. I'm assuming some people can do that, but like I can't really do that. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean that's why I don't do it like at all, because I'm just like I know I'm not very good at it, so I'm just like not gonna go out there and like get upset about it.
Yeah, and you play pickup basketball, you kind of expect that everybody's going to suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You all have reasonable expectations for how good everyone's going to be in a pickup basketball game. Not every single person on the court is staring at you and watching you every time you take a shot and miss. When you're playing golf, that's what's happening. Like you're on the tee box, the rest of the foursome is just staring at you.
Yeah. And it's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
And it's just, 4 dudes out there. It's not, competing for the Open Championship.
No,
like, that's
but
like a completely different level.
But it's still embarrassing. Yeah. Like when you slice your drive 75 yards to the right, like I do.
And you just gotta wander off into the woods to find your ball.
Yeah, it gets really demoralizing after a certain amount of holes. So, but golf is a weird sport, like where time away from the game can sometimes produce like short-term incredible drops in scores, like which is a good thing in golf. NARPs, the lower the score, the better. So sometimes, if you take a couple of months off and then you go play for the first time, you get uncharacteristically positive results. I think like just it's because it's such a mental game. Mm-hmm. You have that time to clear your head and like it just suddenly you're free and you play well.
Yeah, because you're not worrying about like last time you went.
Exactly. You've forgotten how much you suck, and suddenly you're not as shitty.
Yeah, and you just go out there and you just you play your game. You just let it come to you.
Right, but 4 years, I don't know if that's. I don't know if it's going to work out for me the way, but it is possible. Maybe I'll go low on Saturday. It's possible. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So,
yeah, golf does seem like it's probably the most difficult sport to like pick back up again if you haven't like played it in a while.
There's just so much to remember. Like unless you're just like a really naturally gifted golfer, it's a lot, man. Like there's so much to your swing. There's so much to each different club and dialing your distances back in and putting, fucking putting. Putting is not a thing you can just pick up and be good at. Like you got to be putting consistently and practicing, and like it's gonna be something, Cade. It's gonna be something. All I got to do is dust off my clubs tomorrow and get the spider webs out of my golf shoes to prepare.
Yeah, you'll be ready to go.
My $300 golf shoes that I bought in Cabo.
Are they even gonna fit still?
Yeah. My foot hasn't grown. I'm old.
Yeah. All right.
Your feet stop growing at some point, Cade.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of sports, billionaire owner of Fanatics, Michael Rubin, who came up last week because his annual white party took place and Drake was there looking sad and aged. And just in general, the white party is an incredibly weird crowd of celebrities, all invited by this 51-year-old host, Michael Rubin. The dude just weirds me out, Cade. He weirds me out. He's 51. And he wants to be best friends with Travis Scott and C.J. Stroud and Drewski and Lil Baby and James Harden.
I mean, I'd love to be friends with those guys too, but I'm also...
You're 27.
Yeah.
You're in their age range. He's not. I'm too old to hang out with those guys. Well, not Harden because he's like my age, but...
Yeah, everyone else, they're...
Young 20s.
Yeah.
CJ's like 22, isn't he?
Around there, 22, 23, 24.
He's 22 years old. 22 years old, hanging out with a 51-year-old man, billionaire man baby. Anyway, the guy weirds me out. Last week he put up a video on Instagram of himself in the mosh pit at a Travis Scott concert. It deeply upset me.
Yeah, he looks so out of place there.
And I think he's got like bodyguards with him too.
Yeah.
It's not just him. He's not just a billionaire in the mosh pit at Travis Scott. There's no way. Anyway, he's worth more than $11 billion, all right? So it's entirely possible that he doesn't even care what I think about him and his extremely cringe lifestyle. And I am, of course, joking. He does not care. But this week, Michael Rubin is out at Major League Baseball's All-Star events because his company, Fanatics, manufactures and distributes all of MLB's uniforms, which are dog shit. And they made the see-through pants for the beginning of this season that had a bunch of controversy around them. And everyone who has ever bought a product from Fanatics is aware that Fanatics sucks. Sometimes it's your only option. And you got to go with a piece of Fanatics merchandise. But you get it, and it's subpar. You never get something from Fanatics and go, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. That being said, I am wearing... This is from Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah, I was
which
wondering
Fanatics
what that's from.
bought like last year. But I bought this before. So the quality is still high.
I was about to say, it looks really nice.
Oh, it's
like
great.
got the
Rockets
NBA
throwback,
Finals.
1995 NBA Finals
The
rain
throwback
jacket.
logo,
I don't know what you would call this. Rain jacket?
I'd say it's a rain jacket.
It's a rain jacket. It's got a hoodie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really pissed when he bought Mitchell and Ness because I've bought a lot of things from Mitchell and Ness over the years, like that Paul Pierce jersey I traded to my Coke dealer in high school. But
they had some like high quality,
super high quality, really expensive shit too.
Very fashionable.
Yeah,
everything looked good, I think. But
no doubt, Fanatics will ruin that.
Yeah.
So footage surfaced online of Michael Rubin taking swings in the batting cages out at Major League Baseball's All-Star, events, and also him throwing a baseball, Michael Rubin. And based on the results, I don't think this man has ever played a single second of competitive sports in his entire life, which just makes him owning the largest retailer of licensed sports merchandise in the United States even funnier. Like, he throws a baseball like Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds. Did you ever watch that movie?
No.
There's a scene where he plays baseball with his son, and I guess like he just decided. Tom Cruise, he does his own stunts and shit.
Right.
He was like, "No stunt double, I've got this," and he just short arms it. Like Like when you give somebody a baseball who's never played baseball and they don't know how to throw a baseball, they short arm it. That's what they do. That's what Tom Cruise does. That's what this fucking guy Michael Rubin does. He makes 50 Cent's opening pitch look normal. You can. Oh, I'm now realizing he posted these videos to Instagram himself, Michael Rubin. So you can just go to Michael Rubin's Instagram and see what I'm talking about. He's either totally lacking in self-awareness, which feels likely, or I guess it's possible he has a great sense of humor and is a good sport since he put these up himself. Good sport.
Like he just knows, like, oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Like
people will get a kick out of how unathletic I am. I just don't think that's a good look for a dude who runs the largest merchandise and retailer of sporting goods in the country. It's just weird. It just makes it even weirder.
Like he's just like so bad at sports and he's just like running this sports merchandise company.
It makes sense that he doesn't get why the shit should be higher quality, I guess. But oh my God, it's him taking hacks in the batting cages and him throwing a baseball. I'm shocked that he allowed anyone to film it. I'm even more shocked that he put it up on Instagram because it's sad. It's just sad. And it makes me sad. But I wish he was in my foursome on Saturday. That would make me look good.
Oh, yeah, you think he's also a terrible golfer?
There is no way he is good at any sport. Like he swings a baseball bat like somebody who took tennis lessons when they were 10 years old, and that was the only time they ever swung anything.
Yeah. There's we talked about it, I think on Patreon or something, but like before the all white party, like a bunch of the NFL dudes.
Oh, playing football on the beach.
Was Michael Rubin like throwing the pigskin around too? Did we get any footage of that?
He was out there like laughingly gang tackling people. Him and somebody else would like grab Travis Scott and like wrestle him to the ground, like ha 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 ha. It was super homoerotic.
Yeah.
And but no, I don't think I saw him throw the football. But there's no way, Cade, that the man could do that either. Normally.
No, probably not. No.
Like with any real like impressive skill level at all. No sport. I'm telling you. This guy.
I probably wouldn't even throw a football if like Tom Brady and CJ Stroud were there. I'd be like too scared to like.
Oh yeah, no, you just look terrible by comparison. Yeah, but this guy's like a pure dork.
Yeah.
Like if you grow up like what people call a jock, like an athlete, playing competitive sports, several of them, like for the rest of your life, you carry this inherent ability to identify just a total narp, just a non-athletic regular person, a dork. And this guy is one of them. He's just never done. He couldn't play. He couldn't shoot hoops with me in the driveway.
No, he kind of strikes me as like the person like he's not an athlete, but like he wanted to be around the athlete, so he's like a manager or something, like on the basketball team.
That's what he is.
Getting the waters and everything.
The water boy.
The water boy. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe he's giving off.
He's just desperately spending tens of millions of dollars to surround himself with the highest caliber athletes on the planet. But I'm scared he's gonna like rub off on CJ Stroud. Like somehow his terribleness is gonna like transfer to my dude, and I cannot have that happen. He's so bad that he's not even a celebrity I want to fight anymore because I'd feel terrible.
No, I feel like it'd be an easy matchup for you.
Just like after seeing him in the cages, I'm confident even if he had a baseball bat and I didn't, I would still whoop his ass. I'm so confident I'd whoop his ass because I'm physically fit thanks to FitBod. Next week, I will hit my 200th FitBod workout, Cade. Did number 197 yesterday. It's an impressive number.
Yeah.
Please clap.
Doing more than me right now.
I've done 13 workouts in July already. I'm on fire. And when I'm working out, there are a few essentials I absolutely must have. My headphones for music, my water bottle with my supplements, and my FitBod app on my phone. Today's episode is brought to you by FitBod, a fitness app that creates completely personalized workouts that adapt as you improve. Whether you're a seasoned gym goer or just starting your fitness journey, the essential your workout really needs is FitBod. Customizes each workout based on your goals, adapts them as you improve. It's like having your own personal trainer, but better. It's cheaper. You can work out anywhere with or without equipment. It's easy to build a custom fitness plan that works for you, and it doesn't yell at you or sweat on you or give you awkward motivational speeches when you're just trying to get some fitness in. I've been using the FitBod app for well over a year now. It's legitimately awesome. Before I started using FitBod, I did the exact same workouts every single time I worked out for years, and that mundane repetition wasn't really doing shit for my body. I plateaued hard. Since I started using FitBod, though, transformed my body at 37 years old. I can honestly say I'm in the best shape of my life. FitBod is the future. It is everything you wish those other apps had. Honestly, it's been one of my favorite and most positive additions I've ever made to my life. Maybe my favorite sponsor this show has ever had. FitBod is an essential part of my routine, no exaggeration. It adapts as I progress, and because it lets me rate each exercise within my workout, it learns how difficult or easy it was for me and adjusts accordingly. It lets me set a goal of 4 workouts a week and helps me hold myself accountable to my fitness journey. And if you're thinking, Ross, I don't work out, I don't know how to do any of these workouts, I look like Michael Rubin out there, don't worry, because each lift or movement that Fitbod gives you to do, it will also provide you multiple videos for you to watch from different angles of someone else doing the workout or the lift or the movement, so you can see exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It also provides a text description of each movement, so you're never lost, and you can feel confident when it comes time to fight Michael Rubin. Add Fitbod to your workout essentials. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app for free at fitbod.me/Ross. That's FITBOD, fitbod.me/ROSS, fitbod.me/Ross for 25% off your subscription in order to try the app for free. All right, I got a couple insane headlines of the day. They're in completely different ballparks to keep with our sports theme. Neither of them has anything to do with sports, though. First headline, Bhad Bhabie. Barbie? Bobby?
I thought it was Bhad Bhabie.
Bhad Bhabie? Bhad Bhabie? I feel like it was Bhad Barbie. Was it not? Bhad Bhabie? Whatever. Shares OnlyFans all-time earnings breakdown showing she has made $57 million on OnlyFans alone in 3 years. This is from Complex. It says Bhad Bhabie first joined OnlyFans in April of 2021, okay?
She was 18 when she made this.
Which is creepy in and of itself. Mm-hmm. She's 3 years deep, all right? And it says, as is now common knowledge, Bobby's page was an immediate hit, ultimately bringing in more than $1 million in its first 6 hours of availability.
Yeah, people were just like waiting for her to turn 18.
That's saying something about society. The newly shared earnings breakdown lists Bobby's total gross at more than $71 million, while her net earnings are shown to have topped $57 million. Of that $57 million, more than $32 million comes from direct messages alone. God. So that's not even off of the shit that's like on her page that's just like for the subscribers or whatever.
Yeah. I would love to see those messages. I'm sure there's just some real freaky deaky shit in there.
She's grinding though. Yeah. 32 milli off direct messages alone. She's 21 years old now and is standing at around, she got $500,000 in just tips. So over $500,000 and people just being like, great job.
Thank you for your service. Here's a little tip for you.
$24 million in subscriptions. And didn't this all start with her saying, cash me outside, how about that?
Yep.
On a Dr. Phil interview.
Yeah, that's how she got her claim to fame. Yeah.
One line.
Yep. She was like the Hawk Tuah girl before Hawk Tuah.
Right. Which I think is why all of Hawk Tuah's management is probably like, are you sure you don't want to do an OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bhad Bhabie.
Raking it in right now.
$57 million. Yeah.
Although I did see she got like $30,000, the Hawk Tuah girl, to like appear at some like pool party in Miami.
Yeah, but that's like the reality TV star level of revenue.
Yeah.
And that runs out fast. That fizzles out. Like in a year, nobody's gonna give a shit if the Hawk Tuah girl is at a bar.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Unless you remember her and like recognize her. Like it's not like
this has never been a draw for me.
No.
Because I remember like when Jersey Shore was huge when I was in college, they would do the Snooki would go like get like $50,000 to appear at some bar. Never would it occur to me like, oh shit, the Hawk Tuah girl is gonna be at Woodrow's. I gotta be at the same bar as the Hawk Tuah girl. Maybe I'll get a pic with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't, I've never really understood that.
No, never. It doesn't make, I don't really care.
The level of celebrity that would draw me to an event like that would never do it.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, she's not cool or famous enough. She just, she made a joke about sucking dick on, it was funny. Don't get me wrong. We all got a good chuckle out of the Hawk Tuah girl. I don't mean any offense. I'm just saying, like, it would have to, like, CJ Stroud being at Woodrow's.
Oh, I'd be there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Let's go get an autograph and a photo with the GOAT. But, fucking Hawk Tuah. I'm not leaving my house for that, bro. It's not enough. It's not enough. But yeah, she is catching. She's generating some revenue. The Hawk Tuah girl. Nothing close to Bhad Bhabie though.
Yeah, she's got her merch, and like I've been seeing like pure. I don't know if it's true or not, but like, oh, like they want to do like a reality TV show with her. I'm like, what is there to even show there?
Maybe she's got some crazy story about how she learned to spit on that thing. I really don't want to know.
Okay, so that's the first season. What's the next season?
Yeah, I don't want like that because I can't believe we're back on her. But the thing about her that I'm like, I don't get it is that that's the most generic college girl. Like she's just like a party girl in college.
Yeah.
There's a million of those around the country. I don't understand what makes her like more entertaining than anyone. Because they were like, oh my God, her personality is so flamboyant and entertaining. Like she'll crush on reality TV. It's like, okay, y'all are just now like realizing drunk college girls say outrageous shit.
There's literally hundreds of videos like on TikTok of like other girls from college like saying like
the man on the street interviews have been a thing for years. They're all over the fucking TikTok. Now it's just worse. Every moron with a little bitty microphone, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get the next Talk to a girl.
Yeah. No, I've already seen like video clips of like being like, oh, this is the next Talk to a girl. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck.
I've had multiple of those show up on my Instagram Discover feed. I'm like, I truly. It's not just that I don't care. It makes my brain sad.
Yeah.
When Instagram thinks that's what's gonna pull me in. It's like, this is what this moron needs. Hit him with the one that says the headline about the next Talk to a girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean that's what we're all searching for is the next big Talk to a girl.
Fucking ridiculous. But who knows, man? Maybe Hawk Tua ends up making generational wealth off of that one stupid fucking line she made, like this.
But I mean, that's what,
Bhad Bhabie, which I can't say it again. Her name. That's the limit.
Yeah, no, that's it.
I can't do it anymore.
But I mean, yeah, that's basically what happened to this chick here.
What the fuck is she doing with all that money, though? That's what I want to know. That's the information that would be interesting to me. What is BB spending all that money on? That's what somebody needs to do some investigative reporting and tell me, because I bet that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There is no way she's being responsible.
No, absolutely
She's
not.
21.
Yeah, no. What do you do with that? Like even like NFL players.
If I had $57 million at 21 years old, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I'd be dead.
Yeah, NFL players don't know how to manage their wealth.
No, it's like a huge problem for professional athletes that they really had to like hone in on and start to like battle back against after the 90s. Shit got really out of control. It was like an insane percentage of NFL and NBA players were getting out of the league and going broke within 5 years after making like tens of millions of dollars. So, God, I hope Bhad Bhabie, damn it, has a good financial advisor.
Yeah.
Somebody
she could afford one
money.
for sure. So
that's true. Next headline. Controversial suicide pod dubbed the Tesla of euthanasia to be used for first time. Now, this is from the New York Post, and it's obviously a story that involves suicide, so if you're triggered by that, get out of here, skip forward. But the New York, it's hilarious to me. The New York Post says a suicide pod dubbed the Tesla of euthanasia will be used for the first time next week. Tesla has to be so stoked about this branding comparison. Like, just like how your self-driving Tesla will drive you right off a bridge, our suicide pod also kills you.
Oh, no.
The same, but different. Sarco, which is the name of the company that makes this 3D printed capsule, which was first unveiled at the Venice Design Festival in 2019 and reportedly offers a painless death within 10 minutes of entering with the push of a button. It works by flooding the chamber with nitrogen, which reduces oxygen levels so fast that the person inside loses consciousness within the first minute. The person will then have a, quote, peaceful, even euphoric death within 10 minutes, according to the company's site. I want to know how they know if it's you. Because, like, when they test it, the person dies.
Right, yeah.
How do you know they experienced euphoria?
Maybe they, like, have them hooked up to the
nitrogen
machine.
gets you high as shit? I guess nitrogen is what they give you at the dentist, right?
Yeah.
It's like laughing gas?
Something like that, yeah. But, like, they probably also have, like, something hooked up to, like, their brains or something. And, like, I think, like, when you die, you do, like, have a euphoric experience just, like, in general. Like, that's what people say.
Yeah, maybe, but you can't say because everyone that could say is dead.
Yeah. But, like, I think, like, there's something in your brain, like, chemicals in your brain that, like, release when you die. And
don't people take that as a drug? Whatever that chemical is, people take that as a drug.
Yeah.
They take it in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Nitrous oxide is what they give you at the dentist.
Okay.
So it's different.
Different, but same. Well, I guess no, it doesn't kill you.
Right. Continuing the article, it says the futuristic-looking contraption developed by a pro-euthanasia group is meant to reduce a person's dependence on doctors and suicide assistance organizations and give an alternate option to the existing legal methods. It's also just an alternate option to existing at all. The pods are activated by a button, blink, gesture, or voice control. So if you get in there and you change your mind, you can't blink or move. What? Any of those things activated? For those who cannot vocally communicate due to severe illness or mobility issues, the pod can be activated through eye movement. Oh, okay. And then it says, in order for the process to start, the individual is required to state their name, where they are, and confirm that they're aware of what will happen once the nitrogen begins to flow. So I guess you have to say, like, Ross Bolin, Austin, Texas, I'm going to die. Like, what the fuck? What if you can't talk, though?
Then
you blink.
Just sign.
You blink twice.
Yeah.
It says the person also can choose a transparent pod window to see outside as the nitrogen flows. Okay, if you want a transparent pod window to see the outside world that you're leaving, maybe you don't want to die that badly.
Right.
The euthanasia process is filmed, and that footage is handed over to a coroner. The easiest day ever on that coroner's job in terms of having to come up with a cause of death. This is weird, man.
So, like, are people doing this, I guess, like, if they have, like, a severe illness, like, if they have, like, a cancer that, like, they know is going to kill them, like, they just do this instead?
That is sometimes the case.
Yeah.
People don't want to go through all the suffering and whatnot of a certain disease or illness. But this is one of the reasons it's so controversial is because it's like once you open that window, you know, or that door or whatever, or that pod, like, are people that are just depressed going to start doing this? Because one of the things that's important to remember about depression is that you can overcome it. Like, similar to cancer. Like, you can get cancer and beat cancer and move on with your life.
Bad cancer, like stage 4 and all that, and you can still beat it and everything.
Move on with your life cancer-free. The same thing happens with depression all the time. People get, like, deeply depressed, are able to find their way through it, beat it, and move on with their lives and not deal with depression anymore. So if we just have depressed people, like, deciding, like, I can't fucking do this and jumping into these pods. Anyway, assisted suicide is, like, some variation of legal in Switzerland.
Okay. So this is, like, only...
You can't do this shit here.
Yeah.
Assisted suicide is illegal in the United States, or at least most states in the United States. I feel like there's some variation of it in Oregon. Because you know how Oregon is.
Yeah, they're different.
They were like, heroin for everybody. And then that backfired horribly, so they're like trying to like go back on that. Anyway, it says that Article 115 of the Swiss Criminal Code states that assisting suicide is a crime done for selfish reasons. Quote, whoever from selfish motives induces another person to commit suicide or aids him in it shall be confined in the penitentiary for not over 5 years or in the prison, provided that the suicide has either been completed or attempted. So it sounds like there's still, you know, some version of a moral code to the way you can do it, even in Switzerland.
If we were in Switzerland, and I was like, hey, Ross, I want you to like help me kill myself.
Yeah, let's say you were my like on my life insurance.
Yeah,
it said that when I die, all my shit goes to you, and then you talk to me into killing myself, that would still be illegal.
Okay.
Because you'd be selfishly benefiting from my death.
Yeah, but what if I told you to like hit up one of these pods, and then like...
I think it's still... if it's you that convinces me to do it. Maybe.
But like, how will they know? Because you're dead, and I have all your fortune.
I don't know. I'm not a Swiss lawyer. Anyway, the Tesla of euthanasia is not a thing I thought I would read today, but I did, so I had to share with the world.
Wait, and so this is only in Switzerland where this Tesla of euthanasia is at right now?
I think so.
Okay. So they're just kind of workshopping it, seeing how it goes before
I think that's the only place that can
like do this?
Currently do it.
Okay.
Is my understanding anyway.
Gotcha.
But it does look pretty tight. It looks like a little spaceship pod.
Oh yeah. No, it looks like...
It looks comfy.
It looks like one of those, like, you know, like in Fallout, for example, like when they were like in those pods and like they were like, I don't know, like frozen or whatever. It kind of looks like that.
Cryogenic freezing pod.
Yeah, but instead of being frozen, you just die.
It also looks exactly like a tanning bed.
Yeah.
Which is not where I want to die.
No, you don't want to die in a tanning bed.
It's the opposite end of the spectrum from the Fallout pod. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm a huge fan of live music, going to concerts, and also attending live sporting events. There's no better way to make lasting memories, so I'm also a huge fan of today's sponsor, Game Time. Game Time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer that it gets to showtime. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying concert tickets. I got the Game Time app pulled up right now in Austin. I can grab tickets to Peso Pluma tomorrow at the old Moody Center. Yeah? Tons of live music, tons of comedy shows, stand-up comedy, Austin FC soccer matches. We got Niall Horan, who I saw at ACL, is going to be at the Moody Center next August 3rd. Anyway, Game Time has it all. It makes it incredibly easy to find and buy tickets to sports, concerts, and shows. It's also just extremely helpful to keep up with all the events in your area, see what's happening tonight, see what's coming up on the calendar, grab last-minute tickets if you're feeling spontaneous. Also, they hit you with flash deals, zone deals. You can check out the view from all the seats at the venue before you purchase so you won't feel bamboozled. With last-minute deals, you save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. Game Time also offers lowest price guarantees, event cancellation protection, job loss protection, and so much more. Take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BOLIN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BOLEN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. So I went and got my hair cut on Friday. And I pussied out and got the same haircut I get every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so beaten down by every single person who responded to my request for alternate hairstyles, responding with the modern mullet, that I folded and did the exact same thing as always.
Yeah, you want to show it for all the people watching?
I'm wearing a hat today because I'm ashamed. Well, actually, I was wearing a hat today because I got to do banging the can after this. Yeah. But
I mean, it looks fine.
It's just no, it's a good hair. It's a good haircut. It's not that it's a bad haircut. It's just like I grew it out for months, anticipating having the strength and courage to go a different route.
Yeah.
To do something new. And when I got in there, you know how you said you went in and you just asked her, you were like, what do you think I should do?
Yeah.
And she was like, this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did that.
Yeah.
And you liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what do you think I should do? And she like started laughing. I was like, whoa, what?
I think that might have been because I told her, like, because she knew that, like, you were coming in today. I'm like, oh, Russ is going to come in and ask you, like,
yeah, you went in earlier in the day.
What he should do with his hair. So I think she, like...
Damn, so she even had hours to think about it.
Yeah.
And she still came up with nothing. Nothing. Because she was like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, I mean, what should I do with my fucking hair? What do you mean, what do I mean? Well, I'm here to get my hair cut. You're the haircut lady. Tell me, help me.
Get me right.
Help me, get me right. Yeah, and she had nothing. Nothing. And you went at like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
I went at 2. She had 3 whole hours to think of some shit for my head, and she came up with nothing. And I think the one, I was like, I mean, what should should I like slick it back? Should I fucking...
Oh, yeah, that'll slick back real nice.
So she slicked back. She slicked it back. And I was like, yeah, I don't think this is for me. And she was like, no, this just makes your head look even longer. She said that's a direct quote. I said, even longer? What do you mean? Does my head normally look long? What the fuck is happening right now? And after that, I was so devastated. I was just like, fuck it. Just give me the same thing as always.
I don't know why you're so against, like, rocking with what you've been going with. Like, it's fine. Like, it looks good.
This is what I've been going with.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. It's just like, you know how you feel every once in a while you're like, I want to change. I want to do something different. No?
No, not really. I mean, like,
I've been getting the same haircut every time for like 4 years or longer.
Yeah.
I played golf more recently than I've changed my hairstyle. So I don't know. It was long. I felt like something was possible, but then it wasn't. No. I was just let down.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, like, the only reason, like, I changed my hair up was because, like, of COVID, and, like, I couldn't get a haircut, and, like, I just had to grow it out, and people told me it looked good, so I'm like, okay, I'll just keep going with this then. Like, because I usually, like, went with what you have, is just, like, you know, short on the sides and...
Let it go a little on top. Yeah. Yeah, it just... I don't have really straight hair, so there's not, like, a lot I can do, which is why everyone was just like, do the mullet. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? my wife listened to the show yesterday. She got to that episode where we were talking about the modern mullet and how everyone was suggesting that to me. And she was like, I think this would actually look good on you. And I was like, God damn it.
See, I think it would look terrible on you. Like, I don't know. You're too old for that, I think.
I don't think it matters. What the fuck? What about me is like stereotypically about like the same as a 37-year-old? I don't dress like a grown 37-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't have like some corporate job.
No.
You know?
That's fair.
This is the whole point of this lifestyle is being able to get away with things that normal 37-year-old grown men cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, what am I doing here? What is this? What's the point? Anyway, maybe I'm just done. Just get this haircut for the rest of my fucking life, like, you know, like a 1960s dad.
Mm-hmm.
Just you get to 30 and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the only haircut you ever get ever
Well, at
again.
least now you can go to your haircut lady and say, just get me right, and now she knows what to do. It's gonna be the same thing every single time.
Don't have to have any complicated conversations or insult the length of my head.
No.
That blew my mind. I couldn't. When those words came out of her mouth, no, this just makes your head look even longer. I was like, whoa, I've never thought about my head as long. What is happening right now? And that just crushed my any confidence I had in changing it up. And I just fucking ran back to my safety net of the same old.
Maybe next time, you'll grow it out again.
Yeah, I've been saying that for forever. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, maybe we'll see someone with like a nice hairstyle that like, oh, I could recreate that.
Can I take a picture of your head to show to my fucking snippy barber who
or just
takes
ask
shots at me?
Maybe not that. Just ask like when you go to get your haircut, like what do you say to them? That'd be probably more normal than like asking to take a picture.
You know
of
what they're going to answer
hair.
though, right? Get me right.
Yeah.
In other news, on Saturday night, I decided to start replaying Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nice.
Something just like hit me. I was like, you know what? Tonight I'm going to take an edible and I'm going to fire up GTA 5. I haven't played a video game in months. I need to go drive a car through like, a crowd of people.
Yeah.
And I finally got to the Trevor missions last night. I forgot it starts kind of slow. It starts, you're like Michael and Franklin.
Right.
Michael's the white dude.
Yep.
Franklin's the younger black guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the missions you do as them are pretty low key to start.
Right.
You're just like they're like building the story basically.
Yeah, learning how to play the game and everything.
Right. And then you get to Trevor and shit starts to pop off. Like you're immediately having.
Because Trevor's a real wacko.
He's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
You're just like you're having to murder like 30 dudes in the first mission you do as Trevor. And it starts to get really, really fun. So I got to that last night. The game is so hilariously ridiculous though. It's crazy to think about how it came out in 2013. And 11 years later, it has aged incredibly well. One of the things about Grand Theft Auto has always been that when it comes out and you play it, you're like, this is so over the top. It's like a parody of society.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it fun and funny. But 11 years after this game's release, it feels like society is following the Grand Theft Auto formula. Like we are becoming more and more like the actual game.
Yeah.
Which is a little fucking weird. Just like such a beautifully accurate depiction of us slowly degrading into chaos. At one point I was playing the game and it has me go to a gun store and buy I think like a shotgun and some body armor.
Yep.
And I walked in and it took like 15 seconds to purchase both. And I was like, wow, that's so wild how easy it is to get a gun in this game.
Yeah, they weren't asking for your ID. You didn't have to fill out paperwork. You're just hey, I want a
shotgun.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's almost exactly how easy it is to get a shotgun in real life. Now, granted, different types of guns are more difficult to get. But I'm pretty sure for a shotgun, you can like walk into Academy Sports and Outdoors or fucking
Walmart.
I think Walmart stopped selling guns after that shooting. Remember?
Which one?
Yeah. That's the ironic question.
Yeah.
But for shotguns, I'm pretty sure you can literally walk in and like buy a shotgun as long as you're 18 years old. Anyway, my favorite thing to do in GTA 5 is steal like a really fast car.
Yeah.
The ones that are difficult to control because they go so fast. Mm-hmm. And then see how long I can go on the regular street, not the highway, driving as fast as I possibly can without getting into a wreck. And I did that for like 45 minutes last night. After the Trevor mission, I didn't even play another mission. I just like stole a fast car and just drove high as a kite, as fast as I could through the streets of the city.
Yeah. So you're like in that Beverly Hills area,
Yes.
like where all the nice cars are at.
Yeah, that's where you get the fast cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just hauling ass.
Yeah, no, that's the best place to get those kinds of cars. Yeah, for sure. And then like, were you like driving around the hills at all? Because that's real tough to navigate.
You can't really go
cars.
fast up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to go up there, but you can't go as fast.
Yeah, and then were you just like absolutely like just wrecking other cars when you lost
just
control?
Total fucking destruction, dude. Yeah. Oh my God. I tweeted about this, but at one point I was driving around as Franklin, and it was one of the missions where I'm doing a repo, right? So like they sent me to go repossess a car.
Yeah.
And I got the car, and then on the way back to the shop, you have to try not to wreck the car.
Right.
So you're driving kind of carefully. And some dickhead pulled out in front of me, and I held down the horn, and the dude got out of the car and shot me in the fucking head, and I died. It was the exact scenario I have talked about on this show, trying to avoid.
Right.
Like, never honk at people because it's not worth it. I did it on GTA 5, and the dude popped out, and I'm talking one shot. It was like, wasted.
Wasted, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck just happened? Are you kidding me?
Like you said, it is very accurate.
It is extremely
depiction.
realistic, yeah. But that blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was on Punk'd, or like the Truman Show or some shit. I was like, that is way too right up my alley. I always tell people like, never honk at strangers. It's not worth it. It's dangerous. And then I did it once in GTA 5, and this fool popped out and capped me.
That's the thing about like the NPCs, like they're assholes, and like
you never know.
You never know like what's gonna happen with them. It seems like.
No. The other thing I love to do, I go to a high traffic foot area, and I just, without a weapon out, I don't have a weapon out, just my hands. I just run into people.
Yeah.
And I run into like 30 people. Just keep running into people, like mowing them down. You're just running them over, right? They just kind of fall over awkwardly. It's really, really funny, especially if you're high.
Yeah.
And then after you've done this to like 30 people, you turn around and see how many of them are following you to try to fight you.
Yeah.
Usually it's like 3 or 4 because most of the people are pussies. But you never know. Like if you run into somebody wearing like green or whatever that ends up being in one of those gangs, and suddenly there's like 6 dudes on you with fucking guns out, and you're screwed.
Yeah, no, that's a thing I love doing. It's like, you just like pick fights with people, and you just like beat their ass.
Yeah,
like, it's great.
We'll see who will fight back too.
Yeah,
that's what I like going up to strangers on the street and just fucking bumping them.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like
some of them will be like, "You want to throw down?"
Yeah.
Some of them are like, "Ah!" and they just run the other way.
Yeah, and then it's like, if you're about to lose the fight, you just like pull out a gun, and then they just run away too. It's great.
Yeah. Or sometimes they pull out a gun.
Right. Yeah.
You never know, man. You just fucking never know what's gonna happen. It's nice because you can't do these things in real life.
No, that's why you have
do them on GTA 5 as an outlet.
Did you ever like try to follow the traffic laws?
Yeah. Do the old what's our boy?
Bo
Burnham. Do the Bo Burnham?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. And it is really depressing. Like, you know how that song is about like things that make Bo depressed?
Yeah.
What's the song called?
Funny Feeling?
My brain is fried right now. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, Funny Feeling. He's just listing things that basically trigger depression inside of his brain.
Right.
That one hit so hard for me. Following all the traffic laws in GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
That because if you do that, something registers for you. Like, why am I just going for a drive?
Yeah.
Virtually. I could be doing this in the real world with my real car, but I'm fucking driving around Grand Theft Auto 5 just following the traffic laws.
A game that is like meant for you to like
cause
supposed to be
havoc. Doing chaos. Yeah. Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
I've definitely done it. Now I won't. Like, I haven't done it since Inside came out because it triggers
you,
triggers the sadness, bro. So I'm just fucking doing 180 miles an hour through the streets, like, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever use cheat codes?
Back in the day, when I was a kid, for sure.
Because one of the things I like to do too is like, you'll get like all the guns,
get unlimited ammo,
do like the 5-star,
see how
one
many
level, and
how many cops you can kill.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that's
then, like,
a disturbing activity, but everybody's done it.
And then like you'll be like invincible too, and like I'll go to like the roof of a hospital and just like boom down, and then like the they'll get like helicopters on you and stuff, and then like I'll just like shoot the pilot, and then like the helicopter goes crazy.
That's the move. A lot of people pull out the bazooka and shoot a rocket at the helicopters. That's not the move. The move is to shoot the pilot and watch the helicopter go down. That is way more disturbing and fun.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit when you're playing that game and you have those moments where you're like, oh, that was really tight watching that helicopter go down after I murdered the pilot, where you're like, is there something wrong with me?
Yeah, it's like, because they have like the person like shooting, and it's like, once you shoot the pilot, like
that guy's like, oh fuck, we're going down. Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, good stuff. And
like, such fun.
They'll climb up a ladder, and like I just watch out. Like as soon as I see their head pop up, shoot them. They're down. Next guy comes up. I'm like, this is fun. I'm having fun.
It's mass murder.
I know. It's so fucked.
Turns out when it's not real, it's really enjoyable. Yeah. That's the premise of the entire game, basically. Yeah, I typically don't use the cheat codes until I get so deep into the game that I am bored.
Yeah, once I like beat the game, then I'll bust that out because I gotta like make my own fun.
Yeah. I did one of the first really badass, like the jewelry heist, where you steal the jewels.
So you're just like playing through the game.
I'm doing the story mode, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm like 10% through. Okay. It's pretty long.
Oh yeah.
I'm a couple hours in. I'm at the 10% mark. So carving out a little time here and there, playing some GTA 5 to blow off some steam.
Nice.
Shoot down some helicopters and shit.
Run over some pedestrians.
Break all the traffic laws and just commit mass murder.
Yeah.
Having fun though. I might have to jump on Twitch one night soon and show everyone how good I am at driving extremely fast through the regular streets for long distances without crashing. Because I'm pretty proud of how good I've gotten at it. That'll do it for today's show. We'll be back later this week with another ad-free premium episode of all new content available exclusively on patreon.com/Ross Bolin Podcast. Hit patreon.com/Ross Bolin Podcast now and sign up for a 7-day free trial where you can check out the hundreds of exclusive ad-free episodes we've published there over the last several years. Enjoy that 7-day free trial, then stick around to support our show and be a part of making sure the show can go on. Also, please support our sponsors by hitting the links in the description of this episode and using our dedicated codes. That's how we pay the bills here. You can find links for today's sponsors in the description below. Check out our other shows by either going to bolinmedia.com, or you can just, if you're watching House of the Dragon, enjoy Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, hosted by me and Barrett Dudley, where we break down, digest, and discuss every single episode of House of the Dragon Season 2, which we have 3 episodes left. We've done 5 already. OCC, as it is known, is available wherever you are enjoying RBP. F1 season still going strong. We've got, what's this weekend? What's the race? Hungarian?
Yeah.
The Hungarian Grand Prix. This weekend, J-Bone has already released his preview, which you can watch at youtube.com/@FormulaBone or listen to on the podcast platforms by searching Formula Bone. Follow @FormulaBone on social media as well. Support J-Bone and the greatest American-made F1 content in existence, Kade. Also, check out Banging the Can, my Houston sports podcast. Got a new episode coming out this week discussing the Houston Astros through the All-Star break, Reed Shepherd at Summer League for the Rockets, and the upcoming Texans season. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at WRBolin. Mr. Orris, where can the people follow you?
You can follow me on all the social media platforms at Kade Orris. That's KADEORRIS.
This episode of RBP is presented by Bolin Media. Video of today's show was produced by Kade Orris. Go to youtube.com/@the-Ross-Bolin Podcast for full video of our show, plus funny clips in the form of YouTube shorts. Until next time, remember, you are not alone. Peace be with you, and also with you.